What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Hello.
Hello. I'm just realizing that says starter bench starting at 11, but we are on special time here today. Starting promptly at 10 a.m. Pacific time. We got Alexis. Ooh, you glowing today. What's happening? What's happening?
Well,
Birthday glow.
yeah.
Birthday.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's up? What's up, everybody? We're going to let folks get into the chat. We're going to let folks get on the Instagram. You are now tuned in to the Start Our Bench show with your two true blue ballers. I'm Matt Marshall. This is Alexis Janae. We are out here. We outside. First of all, happy belated. Now, Alexis celebrated her birthday with a Chelsea win this weekend.
Every time you do that, I love it.
You know,
every time you do that, that's my favorite thing. That was the best birthday present you could ask for, a 3-0 win to start the morning. Are you kidding me?
I'm telling you, it is amazing to start the morning early in the morning. And obviously we'll get into a little bit more reactions on Chelsea Nottingham Forest, but that first half did not have me. I was literally about to fall asleep and just say, you know what, let me hold this.
That is the first thing I wrote down. First half snooze fest.
First half snooze fest. Absolutely. First half, more than a snooze fest. It was them running in on our goal most of the time. If Morgan Gibbs White could finish one of his billion chances, it would have been a different game. But that's just how it crumbles. Yeah. I just want to remind everybody, this is Starter Bench Show. At the end of the show, we do a fun interactive survey right here. If you scan the QR code, you can come and join and participate and answer all the questions we have, the fun questions today. Alexis, all right. So obviously Chelsea is playing Ajax today. We're going to get into that. But first, we want to just go full reactions. Obviously, we talked about the first half, but full reactions from Nottingham Forest. Like, what did you see? Who did you like? What are we looking like? What does it feel like? What's up?
I think the resilience that we have without our main man, I do not want to discredit who Cole Palmer is and what he brings to our club because he is such a huge piece. But to see what we are doing without him, I think that shows what champions are made of as well, because we see not right now, but we've seen Liverpool, come up with wins at the end, and it's annoying, but it's like, these are what champions do. I think this is what champions do. They play well without their star player. They get it done.
Right.
And we're getting things done. And that was just really fun to see different people score goals as well.
100%. I think that was the biggest thing for me, because you're right. Like, obviously you want to play well without your star players, without your big playmakers, but you also want to see other players step up into these roles, right? So, I mean, Josh H-Pong, I just need to
oh my gosh. Josh's first goal. And I think the cool thing is we've seen over the years, we can see our recruiting system is getting really young players and either selling them or watching them develop. And I'm kind of loving that these young players are getting it done, because what that means is, we don't even have them at their best yet. Did you catch that? Hold on, you're muted. I can repeat it, though.
Say one thing, Alexis. I can't hear you now for some reason.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Give me 1 second.
You're good.
Check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh my gosh. Every time you got to put your devices on Do Not Disturb for no reason. These things just cut me off in the middle. But we're back. Back to what you were saying. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Oh, you're good. I love also there's an echo on your end for me.
Oh, there's an echo. Okay. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. No, you're good. Okay. Our club's recruitment, we're recruiting younger players. You're not going to see us recruiting someone who's 30 or close to 30.
Right.
We're seeing younger. And right now, these younger players are proving to be able to get things done, which
Right.
is again really resilient of the team. And I like that we're not even seeing them at their best. Like you're telling me this is what 18-year-old Josh. Oh my gosh, who is
A
he?
teenager.
Who's he gonna do in 5 years?
100%. I think that's the best part of this. Like all of everybody, I think even your boy Unc Tosin had an interview about being one of the
Yes.
oldest on the team. He's 25, right? Like we have such a solid young core and such like young, exciting players. Like all we want to do is just see, see this come. I have to, because I'm seeing it in the chat, just shout this out. We have official Reece James hater in the building. Very wild name for a YouTube name, but I'm glad you're here. I hope you stick around because we have some questions for our survey starter bench. Official. He's the official Reece James hater, and he thinks it's a great name. We love it. We love it. I love all Chelsea banter here. This is a Chelsea themed live stream talking about our team and talking about the game. So we love to hear your take as well as the official Reece James hater. But
yeah, I think that's interesting. That's like a really controversial take. But I think I heard someone say the same thing like a couple weeks ago. And it's not their fault that they don't understand football. It's not their fault.
I'm just so confused of all the players on earth that you could be hating on. Trent Alexander-Arnold, even right backs on earth that you could be hating on. To hate on Reece James is completely confusing. To that point, Reece, another, I wouldn't call it a masterclass, but just another super solid performance. Again, he's one of those players who we have been monitoring his injuries, right? So
yes,
we haven't given full license to start and play every game, full games, all that.
From my understanding, couple things. Reece actually scored he leveled things the last time we played Ajax. It was so that's incredible. I think Reese's again, that's just like that's Captain Tings, you know what I mean? That's Caicedo, that's James. They come through when we need it.
Yeah.
And yeah, Reece, he's a world-class player. And Enzo noted that he should be good now to start playing. They're trying to get Wes and Lavia at that same point too.
Yeah.
So it should be good to start playing because we need it.
If we're
to have our star boy Cole Palmer, we need him to be playing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Lavia. I love him, but he's rusty. He needs some time to really get into this.
For sure. I mean, he hasn't played consistently for months. And it sucks that now that we're in the Champions League, like these are where you're getting your minutes.
Right.
I'd love for that have been I would have loved that to be preseason and things like that, but this is where you're getting your minutes. Yeah, he's rusty, but I still back him, to be honest.
Yeah. I think it's just gonna take a couple times. It's funny that you say he hasn't gotten consistent minutes in a long time. I don't think he's gotten consistent minutes for Chelsea.
Yeah. Agreed.
So we're waiting for him. We're still loading on him. We're still loading on Wesley Fofana. We still have a lot of players that we're depending on. Let's get into Chelsea news.
Yeah. Not a ton.
Okay.
But I had wrote this down because this is an interesting take, and I'm curious how you feel about it.
Yeah.
Chelsea fans are rating Neto as our best Chelsea winger.
That is a question we have on Starter Bench, so I can't wait to see. We're gonna rank them, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I will say Neto, obviously, I mean, I don't even remember who ended up being the man of the match, but Neto put in a man of the match performance against Nottingham Forest.
100%.
But yeah, that's definitely a question I have, and maybe we'll delay that for the actual survey, and we'll see what everybody else in the chat has to say about that. But very interesting.
And then Enzo Fernandez, he's unlikely going to be available, but I'm again seeing our resilience and ability to adapt. Like I haven't been able. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I didn't know Enzo Fernandez wasn't on the field.
Bruh, this has been my argument forever. And again, proper Chels, and I've grown to appreciate him and what he's brought to the team, his goals, his industry, running into the box, deep runs, whatever. But I've said for as long as we've been doing this stream and for even longer than that he just doesn't fit. And now we're gonna really see it and let Cole or Liam Delap, who I'm hearing is maybe on a track to be back sooner than later.
That is also news that he's looking good and should be returning to training soon
this week. So we're gonna see.
Which is great.
I got high hopes for my dog. We gonna see because
like, yo, what did you do that it pulled that bad? It did not seem like that hard of a run.
You remember Space Jam where you touch the ball and the stuff comes out of you and it goes and then somebody else can go? I think Reece James took his hamstring issues and just passed it on to Leo or something because I don't understand.
Surely
I don't remember him running that hard. Like, I don't know, but man's got big legs.
Pause. Yeah, men's these guys are fit.
These guys are fit. These guys are straight strength. So an interesting thing to see. So definitely that's another question I have in terms of strikers as it stands right now on Chelsea that we will be talking about in the survey. Again, once again, y'all, survey QR code is up there. If you can scan it, if you're on your phone, just take a screenshot and then go to your photos and scan it. We're going to get into starter bench and start asking questions. Is there any other news ahead of Ajax? Anything? Anything you heard?
Small things of like, we're actually still looking for a front shirt sponsor. So we're hoping to get that done.
Yes.
Which again, we're in Champions League, so we're getting more money from that. I think it would be cool. I think it would just be cool to have a front shirt sponsor just like everybody else. So
100%.
Waiting on that. But honestly, maybe it's good timing right now. Our shirt's a little busy with the gold.
Club World Cup and this and that.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. The other things I had were just a little bit about like Ajax.
Yeah. Well, let's get in. Let's jump into. Well, let's jump into. First of all, what I want to show you is our lineup from the last time we built it.
Yes, I would love to see that.
The lineup we wanted to go out against Forest, and then I'll show you the lineup that actually went out. But let's just talk about lineup in general. As we
didn't even see Buonanotte, huh?
We didn't see Buonanotte at all, which disappointing, but interesting. Maresca does this stuff where he leaves out. We didn't see Esteval. I mean, we saw Esteval toward the end.
The lineup was weird.
The lineup was weird. The lineup was super weird. I don't know if and I was gonna say this as a nod to him, but I honestly can't. I can't figure it out. But I will say, the times that I've seen thus far this season, every time we go into halftime and we come out a better team. So is that a nod to Maresca? I'm not sure. I don't know.
Well, my thing is last year, this was an issue of us turning things on in the second half.
Yes, exactly.
Which I don't want to have to rely on that.
Right.
I want our first 20 minutes to be sharper, just like how they were literally against Liverpool,
right?
Literally against West Ham. We need to turn that on in the first half.
Just start it off. I do remember, though, last year we also had that issue, or maybe that was 2 years ago now. Now I can't even, it's all blending together, the angst, but the issue of maybe getting a goal in the first half and then like thinking, oh, we're about to cruise through this game. And then suddenly like we really like shut down in the second half and it becomes like a tie or a loss or whatever. Like, remember those times? So
I totally do. I think something switched after the Man United loss, the Bayern and Brighton. I think something switched on with the boys, which I appreciate. International break, I think, was good for us because we actually like were able to rest some of our players too.
Yeah.
Like Reece didn't go, so maybe that's what we needed as well.
We needed that. I appreciate you, Reece. I know you want to play for England. I'm definitely sure if you keep it going at this pace, you'll head to the World Cup. But we don't need over minutes for you. Like, then you might miss the World Cup. So I think it was just like a smart decision on his part in general.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, we had João Pedro who did start. Let me bring it up on my phone because it's faster. I'm just gonna
like Garnacho. I do. Yeah, I like him. I think it's the experience. Not necessarily like, I also do think he's pretty consistent. Like he's cutting in.
He's solid
in on the right, which I appreciate. And he's going for some shots.
Yeah, he's solid. And I'm fine with him, but it'll bring the question. And again, guys, here, I don't have it up, but I want to throw up this QR code for you guys so you can see. Go ahead and make sure you scan this one right here, and we're going to get this survey going in a second. But it is interesting, like, Pedro Neto, it still feels like he must start. So then it becomes like whether I'm going to start Garnacho or whether I'm going to start Esteval,
Yeah.
Esteval, I think I would like to see start. And maybe we were holding off on him this weekend so that we can see him versus Ajax today. But we're going to see Esteval today for sure. Buonanotte didn't start, but Andre Santos started in this kind of attacking midfield position.
A liability. No. This was the issue. What game was it? Was it our first game? It was our first game against Crystal Palace. He missed a clear goal opportunity.
Yeah.
You need to get on the Cobham training grounds and have one of the assistant trainers cross you that ball and finish it. Because guess what? You missed 2 opportunities again this game.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're not reliable at this point.
He's a box to box to me. He should be where Lavia was, or where we have James in this lineup. Like, I don't see him this far attacking. Again, he scored a lot of goals for Strasbourg last year. So let me not say that.
I hear you, but I think the biggest telling sign, the only player who has been able to replicate goal scoring from a different league into the Premier League is Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
Everybody else, which honestly, who knows, Voltamade could be on track for that as well.
That guy is balling.
That guy's serious.
That guy's balling.
But like everybody from these different leagues, Victor Gyökeres, he barely scored 2 goals yesterday for Arsenal. Yeah. And I just think the Premier League is at a different caliber. So yes, congrats, Andre Santos, for scoring in your league.
Yeah.
This is the Premier League. Chances aren't just gifted to you. I need more from you. So that was really frustrating. And that's maybe where Enzo Fernandez is probably hitting those on target. If we're going to look at the difference there, Enzo Fernandez is probably, at least the keeper's going to have to try to save those. They're not going to be as off and probably could lead to a goal.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
If Enzo Fernandez was healthy and he was put in that position, he would probably have done better. Again, very curious that Buonanotte, actual, like, his position is attacking midfield. Didn't even get any burn in that game, but we're going to have to see, and maybe we'll see it against Ajax. Now, again, Nottingham Forest were in the mud. So, I can say that confidently, like, we should have won that game, but they were also fighting for their lives. And we know
Big Ange, his whole face, that third goal.
Oh my God. We could see it. Well, we saw the owner up top and he was just looking more and more.
That owner is criminal.
Yeah, he's crazy, man. He's definitely crazy.
Sick.
Yeah. And so I unfortunately Nottingham Forest couldn't get it done. They are in the mud. They have a lot of good players, and they had a lot of good chances against us, but
they did.
That's not gonna fly against us. Again, once again, y'all scan this QR code right here, or you can scan it up here. We're gonna get started with starter bench. I'm gonna show you exactly how it goes. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm rushing a little bit because I'm gonna have to catch a flight after this. But
oh my gosh,
I know we got to do starter bench though, and we got to do Chelsea. I heard somebody asked in the chat, "Are we gonna do a watch along?" It was the official Reece James hater. He wants to watch with us, watch and hate along. But we're not doing a watch along today. We're just doing the starter bench. So participate in the survey. All you have to do is scan this QR code, and this thing will pop up. Boom! It's our starter bench survey. Come on, tap on in, Alexis. So yeah. My flight's at 1, so I'm cutting a little close. So we'll probably hard out in the next 20 minutes. But we're here. We got Chelsea coming up. And we have a couple of interesting questions. I'm also excited. MK Skills, an Arsenal fan who I was watching the Arsenal Atletico game with yesterday, is in the building.
Hey, MK.
MK. Funny, great banter. And he said, I think we might find Edge. Don't say that. I'm thinking Ange will be okay. Ange will be all right. So first question of the day. Again, scan this QR code if you want to participate, or take a screenshot of it if you're watching on your phone. We're right here. Who put Hato? I have no idea. I have no idea. But this is closer than I think we think. And it's a tough list.
How do I say none of them?
Best current. You can't say who's the, just if you had to pick our team, even today, for against Ajax, who is the first center back you're choosing? I think I want to know.
Today,
Today.
I like you, Josh.
Yeah.
But I mean, I voted for Chalaba just because he's the most consistent. It's almost like it almost feels like I don't know, like kind of like most senior player per se
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
position. So
Not
I
Tosin. Not Tosin.
well, Tosin's been out. He's been out.
He has been out.
The thing is, it's like I am not saying we need. Well, I do think we need someone of the caliber of Van Dyke. Um, I'm not saying that we don't need that, but it's like Van Dyke is playing every single game. Every
Exactly.
single game. When we don't have a center back who is playing every single game, I don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
I don't know. So for me, I'm like, I'm picking Chalaba because he's the closest to the one playing every single game. He's usually in that pairing.
Yeah.
I think Achimpong's good, but it's like center back isn't one of those positions you just test out. You can do that on the wings. You can do that higher up the field.
Right. But we don't want that. Like we don't.
No.
But again, this is the most kind of experimental we've part of our lineup.
Right.
Funny enough, even though
Right.
our whole
Because
lineup
last year it's Levi. Levi's playing every single
Exactly.
game, you know?
Every single game, and he is our number one center back. And we're waiting on Fofana, who obviously a bad run of injuries and all that. But like, bruh, how long do you have to be out for a concussion? How hard did you get hit?
Right.
Like, did that concussion re-injure your knee? What are we doing?
Oh, yeah, that is so crazy.
Yeah, it's something that's a little worrying. Again, he was our first ever of this kind of new age signings, 7 years. And if we're gonna have I mean, he's again. Let me not go too far, but he's looking like you know, for MK in here as an Arsenal fan. Remember Abu Diaby, who was just on Arsenal's roster for years, but like never play. Like he's one of those guys right now, and I don't know. We're gonna have to see. But yeah,
it's so tough. Playing in the Premier League is so tough.
Yeah, this is not a game. So I agree with you. Chalaba, funny enough, even though we wanted him on loan last year and all the stuff he's been through, he's proper Chels, and he's honestly the most senior and the most fit on the team. I think Achimpong looks more promising.
Games under his belt, you know.
But he needs games under his belt. Facts.
And he needs to he's a kid still.
Yeah, he's 18. And
it's tricky when you've got a kid in like center back. I think
and we're seeing it. Like we started to see like this kind of like this uprising of like teenage center backs starting for big teams. Kubarsi on Barcelona and Asensio on. None of these kids are starting anymore. Like it's just such an up and down. It's so much harder to maintain a level of consistency at that position than up top. You know. So it's interesting. We're gonna have to keep a look. I'm with you, and if I were to choose,
and Josh is like big. He's pretty much got the same profile as Tosin, to be honest.
100%.
As far as like he's got good size and
he's height. He's winning headers. Obviously, he's winning headers on offense and defense.
Josh.
His best and maybe like his attribute seems to be the pushing the ball forward, driving the ball into the field. And shoot, even if I were to talk about our best center back at the club, which is Levi, even when I see him do it, I don't think I see him do it at the same clip as even Josh. Like Levi will drive the ball forward, and if he doesn't have a pass, he might lose the ball and then fall on the ground, and then he's blaming the ref. I've yet to see that from Josh, but again,
that is so real. He will fall down, and then he'll be like ref, and then he'll post on IG. That one was on me, guys. My bad. Love him though.
We love him. All right, let's keep it moving. I want to just shout out this one. I actually like official Reece James hater in here. He just says some funny stuff. He says Reece plays like Timber, but if he had a constant headache. First of all,
I think see what you're saying.
No, that's one of these questions. I just want to prep you for it. Who the best right backs? Me and MK had a little debate yesterday. And Yorian Timber, though he's done well for Arsenal, is not even on the list in terms of like, what are we talking about? But anyway, we can move on from that. Reece James, composure, dead ball specialist.
I was gonna say free kick, like Timber. Tell me which free kicks he scored. Tell me.
Tell me how many assists Timber had. Like, tell me.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, but we're there.
Like the list goes on. What makes Reese so special is that he does score goals as well. He's a fantastic free kick specialist. He's a great captain.
Yeah.
He's a great leader.
Great
he's
leader.
Proper Chells. He's Cobham boy. Like
everything.
There's so much more to that.
There's nothing. Like nobody's right back. Y'all nobody. But we're gonna get to that. First, let's talk about best CDMs in the Champions League right now. This is the list. I think I got it from Score 90 or something. These are the top 6. There was a top 10, but they put Rodri in there, and I just didn't feel like playing that game today. Curious what you guys think, what your rankings are. We got all kinds of people in this chat, so it's fun. I want to shout out Threesman ID. Threesman on Instagram. He said, I'd unretire John Terry and Ivanovic. It's never that serious, bro. I'm going to tell you right now. It's not that serious. MK Skills says, where's Zubamendi? Bro, Zubamendi just started playing for y'all's team, bro. Like, I don't think he's played more than 3 games in the Champions League.
Yeah, exactly.
Rice is y'all's guy. Y'all can't have 2. I don't know what we're talking about. He said last year is yesterday. Yeah, Zubamendi. Rice is better than Zubamendi, so we'll put Rice. And the rankings are going kind of how I haven't even voted yet, but the rankings are going kind of how I expected them to go. Moy up top for sure as the best center defensive midfield in the league. Declan Rice. Again, we don't just have Chelsea fans on here. I want everybody to vote, but it's really interesting. João Neves is up there, but Ryan Gravenberch, we got some Premier League fans here. This looks like Ball Knowledge USA right here. I don't know how many.
I put Gravenberch at 3 as well.
Yeah, that's amazing.
This is actually the exact order I picked.
Really? Are you the only one who voted? No, it's not true.
Right. Imagine. Like this is actually the exact one that I put.
Joshua Kimmich. Where are we with him? What did you put him at?
I put him at 5.
I put him at 5 too. Wow, is that what I think we all have it right. I think this is probably the most legitimate survey.
Right.
I can see.
Yeah.
MK Skills says Rice is 8. MK Skills, are you voting? Rice is at 8. Yeah, Rice is an 8. I don't know what Rice is on your team, but he is y'all's DM for right now. He came in, replaced Partey. I guess Zubamendi can be y'all's guy, but Declan Rice currently listed as a CDM in the world.
Arsenal has enough players, meaning like they're
they got 100 midfielders. They got
they're low-key kind of like complete team.
They're a very complete team. I don't know. I'm still not convinced at striker. I'm just not. Again, Gyökeres, good job, 2 goals. You're bullying people down there.
I think they've got a lot going on up there because it's like I feel like Eze fits more of a striker profile as well, but they have him all around. So I think that's interesting.
That's interesting.
Because the goals are coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
That's why it's hard because, when you have a lot of people scoring on your team, you expect the goals coming from the striker, but everybody's kind of getting their own share.
Yeah. MK says, you guys haven't watched the Bundesliga. I will give you that, but I said the best CDMs.
I've watched the Bundesliga.
Oh, there you go. And Kimmich is not doing much for you, is he? Compared to these guys. I mean, Kimmich is top 5 CDM in the world for sure.
Yeah. And I know I talk about it all the time, but it's just like I can just see the difference when Bundesliga's players are coming into the Like even for instance, I really rate Malen. I think that's his name, Marlin. He was from Dortmund. I thought
our guy, yeah.
And I thought Fulkrug, I was like, whoa, these are rated players. They come to the Premier League.
Started for Germany, scored goals for Germany.
Benched.
Yeah.
And then Wirtz right now.
Florian
that's why it's
player
hard.
Of the year, right?
Exactly. That's why it's hard for me because I see the talent in this league, but it's really hard for me to rate it when they're coming into the Premier League and then you're getting benched or you're not really an impact player.
Yeah. When I think of world-class talent, I do think you can jump around from league to league and be so when I think of a player like, let's call it Timo Werner, who was balling for Leipzig, then comes to Chelsea, can't do anything, then goes back to Leipzig, balls, and then Tottenham, the Premier League is different versus a player like Pedro, right? Who came from Barcelona. And he was kind of a weak player, but I mean, he was not a weak player, but he was a role player at Barcelona.
Yeah.
And he came in and he was like one of the best players in the Premier League for years. There's difference in class for different leagues and different.
For sure. And even players like coming from the Premier League into those leagues. Like, I think on a side note, I love Rashford. I've always loved him, but I think he's doing absolutely fantastic in Barcelona,
Right.
which is a rated club,
Right.
the rated club.
That's
And to see that again, that's why I just love the Premier League so much, and I follow it because I know what I'm going to get from it, and I know the caliber of players.
I'm with you. That's why we're Premier League fans, and
Yeah.
again, maybe Premier League is not the most technical or the most defensive or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just the best. Like you have to prove yourself to be in this league. It's a tough
on any day,
on
you
every day.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%. All right, let's keep it moving. Me and Alexis, we're locked in today. Like
we're like yin yang. I was showing my girls because we you saw like a Chelsea party and the decorations.
That's right.
I'm like, yeah, I do this stream like with this guy. She's like, you guys are so funny, like for each other. Like it's like back and forth. I'm like, I know. We're like yin yang.
We have all of the same takes, but all different
right.
like different perspectives of it. So
yeah.
This is the question. I want you to name first and last name. I just want people to type in 5. This is a tough one. This is like a test at this point. This is an SAT question. Name your top 5 right backs in the world right now. First and last name. Start with whoever. It's not a ranking. It's more of a. We're gonna see names pop up on the screen, and I just want to see whose name shows up the biggest. The more looks this player gets, the bigger his name is. So please do first and last so we can have it kind of pop up the same. But I kind of like this part of the survey where words just pop up. When I'm thinking about right backs, this is what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about Ashraf Hakimi, which if you spell that name wrong, yeah, some people are just putting Hakimi.
Yeah, I'm looking up the spelling for some of these actually.
You know what? Since I see Hakimi up there, just put Hakimi's name.
I accidentally entered it and I wasn't finished.
It's okay. We're gonna see it all. We're gonna see it all. Maybe I should have just
Ben White.
Yeah, there's some Arsenal fans.
That's an Arsenal fan. You know that's an Arsenal fan. Oh, Ben White.
Oh, that's wild.
Are you okay?
It's wild, man. I'm telling you. I would say Hakimi, Reese. I just like.
I'd even put Danny Carvajal.
Danny Carvajal.
Yeah.
Danny Carvajal. He's having a weird transition back from ACL with the Trent thing, but I think he's up there. I think what would you say about our Dutch guy, Denzel Dumfries? Not a fan. I see. Yeah, maybe not. Carvajal, I'll give you that. I'm missing somebody. I'm gonna put Jed Spence over. That's where I'm at with
his main team right now. He plays on Milan, right?
Who? Oh,
Dumfries.
No. Dumfries plays Inter Milan. Yes.
Okay.
And we saw him go ham against Barca last year.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of them this year, but Inter Milan are still playing well. Yeah. Just curious. Based on the names, this is kind of a weird survey, but we're seeing Reece James loud and proud and Reece James hater as well. We're gonna count that for Reece James. Danny Carvajal, Koundé. It's shifting around. We got more votes coming in. More people. We got Spence.
Hakimi he's just brilliant.
Hakimi is him. I think if anybody does it right,
he's so him.
I was expecting Hakimi's name to be the loudest on here, but I was expecting Reece James to be number 2, and that's kind of what we're seeing now. Again, Chelsea or not. MK Skills is saying what every hater loves to say. Club World Cup was just preseason. MK Skills also said I can't name 5 good right backs. Crazy.
Koundé, that's interesting.
Yeah.
He's
MK, it's not about watching all Arsenal games, man. It's about on his day. Like I literally watched your boy yesterday. He was literally probably the 11th best player on your team on that field in a 4-0 game. Like Gabby played better than him. Zubamendi played better. Rice played better. All the attackers played better. And then Miles Lewis Skelly, like, what are we talking about? So that's where I'm at. This is what I wanted to see. Hold on. Let's just smile for me so we can take a screenshot of this later, because that's Reece James. Just so y'all know, I asked people to name the best right backs in the world, and Reece James and Hakimi are right here. So the biggest names you see. So that's all I'm saying.
I'm even thinking of the Premier League right now. I'm even trying to think.
Yeah, like what right backs are you? And that's why I said Jed Spence, because he's at least a name out there.
No, he's technically
Oh, he's technically a left back. He's a left back. You're right.
But I was also thinking of left back Van de Ven. I think he's really
Well, Van de Ven's now kind of transitioned to center back, and
those are my same thoughts. It's like he would be on the left, but now he's center. He's really fast.
Shouts out to Tottenham for kind of building a team. What about City? Can you even name their right back? Is it Rico Lewis? Like, we're not putting Rico Lewis on best right back watch. And I can't think of.
They also play, I think they bench him now, but Kusanov, I don't know if he's starting. Their whole defense is like all out of sorts.
They're all over the place. I'm surprised. We saw Ben White, we saw Timber. I haven't seen one Frimpong, but
Frimpong's on the bench right now.
Frimpong got benched too. So.
The craziest thing was also, because who's playing on the right? I even think Robertson's good enough to be starting. I don't know who's playing on the right now for Liverpool. Who's starting?
The right is Connor Bradley.
Yeah. I mean, Bradley's good, but we're asking top 5 right backs. Like top 5, that's big.
And it's tough. And I guess to MK's point, it is tough. But you don't see, you can't just think of like super top quality.
Right.
But yeah, Reece James is super top quality. That's what I'm saying.
Right. And he's got like the experience, like he's played through so many different Chelsea squads. And for him to even get the equalizer, 5 years ago is incredible. And that was when he was way younger, probably like 20 or 21 or something.
Yeah. MK's a little he's saying this is unfair. It's like asking Messi's kids who's the GOAT. Hey, listen, you're watching a Chelsea stream, baby, but I also want to say we're not delusional fans. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't even say we're delusional fans. We're pretty transparent, even when we're pretty honest when sometimes we don't back certain players and stuff. I think if you ask anybody, I think most people would at least include Reece James in their top 5.
100%. And if we were to do this from a left back standard. And again, I'm talking about probably one of our most consistent players for the last 2 years, Cucurella. I probably wouldn't put in that list.
Ooh,
I probably wouldn't.
I would.
Yeah, it's again for that consistency, yes, but he's very good at what he's very good at, and he's doing it well for Chelsea. I'm not quite there yet. We'll see what he does for Spain at the World Cup. He did well for Spain, obviously at the Euros, but I'm not. I don't know. Left backs. There are a little bit more left backs out there that, they're the Mendezes. They're the, well, I just named one who is the best left back in the world. But yeah, I think from my end, I don't know if I'm ready to throw Cucurella top 5 left backs, but we'll see. We shall see. Let's keep it moving, Alexis, because I got to catch a flight. We're almost done. Last parts of the survey. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Jinx, by the way, I see you, brother. I appreciate my Chelsea blue in the building. He said, when is the next question? Okay, Jinx, we're ready.
When you're in class taking a test, you're
next question. I don't need to hear about Reece. Who is Chelsea's most important winger right now? This is what we talked about, Alexis, and this is a pretty interesting question, because
it's going to be Pedro Neto, because he's going to give us something. He's going to either give us a goal scoring opportunity. He's going to give us an assist. He might give us a goal. And after this weekend, he's proving that I guess he can take some free kicks as well. So he's going to give us something, and he's also going to work his butt off on defense.
Yeah, it's the industry for me. Like I don't have to worry about him. So when Garnacho's on the field, I'm kind of like, I hope he does something. I hope he produces.
Right.
Esteval is up there, but he's just not getting enough burn to really give him that title of our most important.
Important doesn't just apply to offense.
Yeah.
Important doesn't mean who is going to look the most special on the ball, who is the best technically. That is not what important means.
Yeah.
Importance is for the team as a whole.
Yeah.
Defensively,
Definitely.
offensively, goal scoring opportunities, all the things. Can you last? Can you play 80 minutes? Esteval, we haven't seen that, right?
No.
So Neto taps out on all those things. Yeah, I know his distribution in the box. I hate it most times. It's not good enough.
Yeah.
But there's so many other areas that are important.
Yeah. Consistency is key. And at least, you know, at his level, he's consistent. And we're gonna obviously we got some super young, what 1, 2, 3 of these wingers are teenagers still. So maybe Garnacho's 20.
Which is kind of fun. I actually really like how well they're doing
I
with this
agree.
youth.
I agree. I just want like 1 or 2 and mainly in like a center back position and maybe a striker position. I just want 2 veterans. Like if we brought a Van Dijk type in and you know, and a Osimhen in, I would be fine. Everybody else can be kids. But we'll keep it moving. Jinx, the match is today. It is playing in about an hour and 15 minutes. Make sure you're tapped in. We got it. Let me see. We got people predicting 3-0 win. We only have a couple more questions, Alexis, before we get to seeing some Ajax versus Chelsea. I forget which this one is. Oh, yeah. This is an interesting one. And I threw Nick Jackson in here for a reason. This is rank Chelsea's number 9s, as you see right now. And I'm including Nick Jackson because he is out on loan. He's still technically a Chelsea player. But rank Chelsea's number 9s. That's what I want.
Okay, so I actually, again, if we are talking about the 9, I actually put Liam Delap, then I put João Pedro, then I put Nicholas Jackson, then I put Tyreek, then I put Mark. Because Delap is a true striker. João isn't, but he's doing what he can. Nicholas Jackson, yes, was a striker, but did not produce enough. And then George and Mark, that's like pick your poison.
That's just backups, you know. George is a young boy. Mark, we didn't talk about that. What did you think of Mark's appearance against Nottingham Forest?
I think he had a couple of shots, right? He looked better. Some of his touches were a little bit off in the sense of like, I think one of the crosses was like fired at him, just a loose touch.
Yeah. I'm going to say this is one of the reasons I put this question together, because I will say, though he wasn't very extremely effective in terms of production on the ball.
Yeah.
He still looked like more of a striker than João Pedro did in that game.
He gives the presence.
He had presence. He was bullying defenders. He was making runs off the ball. Yeah. João Pedro was only present when he was on the ball. And it's just like, bro, that's not what a striker does. And I'm just getting more and more evidence now that like João Pedro is not him when it comes to striker. Like he's going to be some kind of creative player next to Cole Palmer in the elite version of this. And this is no slight on him. He's got to be on the field. I think he's a great player. It feels
like us, Chelsea as a whole, it feels like we don't really mind that our goals aren't coming from our striker. And I think us as fans, we would love for our striker to be scoring. Yeah. We would love like Voltemade. We would love like Holland. We would love for there to be a consistent scorer. But right now, that's why when we're like, who's going to score this game, we don't really know.
Right.
So I think Maresca is aware of that, and I don't think he's putting in the striker who's going to score. I think he's putting in the striker who is going to connect well with others around the box. I don't think he has someone in mind that he's like, they're going to be scoring the goal, because we don't know as the fans. We have no clue where the goals are coming from.
Yeah, 100%. I'm really like, at first I was kind of like, all right, Liam Delap, take your time. Like we got João Pedro, we're good. I need to see some like number 9 activity, and especially while Cole's out. Like João Pedro is like our creative on the ball player. Like he was holding on to the ball way too much, especially in the first half against Forest. And I was just thinking to myself, oh, like this is you. Like this is how you do it. Like you didn't lose the ball.
Yeah.
Like, but we had Garnacho running through, and an Ekitike or somebody would link easily
We
with
need
Garnacho.
we do need some like tap-in merchants.
We
Like
need a tap-in merchant.
even when you look at like a Danny Welbeck, who is very
Don't
experienced.
say that name to me, Alexis. Oh
I'm
my God.
sorry. He's scoring goals. What can I say?
Like what? What? Danny
Scoring
Welbeck?
goals and he's like 33.
Yeah, scoring goals.
What can I say?
Journeyman around the Premier League, but he's doing his thing.
I would love if we have a striker that we can rely on from goals. I just like, yeah, I just want that.
Yeah.
Because all these other big six teams seem to have like a player, a striker who's like getting the goals for them. I want
100%. But everything is shifting. Like obviously at Bayern, we're seeing Harry Kane basically playing the 6th position now.
I had a dream Harry Kane was in it last night.
Whoa.
The craziest dream, and he was like so fast. His like touch was like so good.
Were you playing against him? What were you doing?
No, I was just walking and I'm like, that's Harry Kane. And I'm like talking to him and he's like showing me his skills. I'm like, Harry Kane was just in my
dream. He was just showing, he just joga bonito.
I was like, Harry Kane was just in my dreams. What the heck?
Harry Kane, there he is. Well, I gotta say, this is another starter bench. We've reached the end of the survey. We're gonna definitely have to do a survey about that question as to what our shirt sponsors should be. We should make up some cool like sponsors, and I think that would be fun. We'll do that for the next one, guys. No starter bench this Friday. We're gonna return next week Friday at 11 at our regularly scheduled times. Last score predictions for the game today.
I'm really not. I should have done better and watched some of Ajax's games. No, not much. Okay.
Nah.
I mean, I have no clue.
They tied Nottingham Forest. If that helps you with anything.
Oh, okay. Then hopefully we're scoring goals. Maybe we can do another 3-0. I think I predicted 3-0 for Nottingham Forest.
That's what I'm at. 3-0.
Let's get a little 3-0. Very curious to see the lineup, which will probably be dropping in about 12 minutes.
Yeah.
It actually already dropped right now. Should I say that?
Hey, yo, yes. Hold on. I'll try to pull it up myself, but yeah, show me.
Okay, I just got the notification.
Who is starting? Man, should we have
Maresca!
Oh no, don't say that. Don't do that.
Oh, Maresca, what the heck?
Are we being serious?
Wait till I say the first name. Jorgensen.
Oh God. I like Ajax are bad. They're in the mud, but they're not that bad. But again, Jorgensen, he can keep the ball out of the net.
We would have never predicted this. Jorgensen, Caicedo, Fofana, Tosin, Hato, Lavia, Enzo Fernandez, Esteval, Buenanote, Gittins, and Gu.
Oh, wow. That's what we're doing? All right, Mark Gu, maybe after his showing. Again, Ajax is not a strong team, so maybe he deserves it.
Yeah, but I don't like when he does these things like this because then
bring him in the second half. This is the Champions League. This is not EFL Cup. This is
all of us as fans. We get really upset of like, why aren't we putting out? It's like we come off of a really big win, and then us as fans, we get upset. Dang, why aren't we putting out our strongest squad? Why don't we want to win?
Yeah.
Again, when you put out lineups like this, it's not telling me that you want to win. It's telling me that you want to give some players some shots to get minutes under their belt. Okay, let's do that in the Carabao Cup. Something else,
Something else. So this is the official lineup. I'm still getting a prediction.
And then there's a sub. I have no clue who this guy is. Kavoma McQueen? Am I like lost? Who is that?
No, wait a minute. Wait, what?
And then Walsh, the 15-year-old, he's also a sub. And I've got to look at these players.
I don't know McQueen. He must be coming from the youth team. So we're going to have to look it up.
And you know what the funny thing is? I was watching the Chelsea videos, like the that Chelsea Football Club post, and they posted their warm-up. And I was like, who are these kids? They're like some kids there. I was like,
okay. I'm good with that. Maresca wants to start kind of integrating, youth team kids and getting them some Champions League experience. I'm fine with that. I just
This
want to make
McQueen
sure.
kid is the, oh my gosh, he's a 16-year-old. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy.
Look at this wild comment.
What did it say? 5050. What?
Yo, you're true to your name, official Reese James hater. You're true to your name.
Man has no days off.
MK Skills says Maresca is an overthinker and it will hurt us. And
Yeah.
It's crazy coming from an Arsenal fan. Like, you know better than us, but yeah.
Yeah.
The Artetas, the Pep Guardiolas, the Marescas of the world, just too much tinkering. Like,
too much. Like,
put your team
overcomplicating the game.
Yeah, I can't. MK Skills, last thing I'll say, he says Phillips better than Sanchez, but I know a secret that he told me yesterday that he's actually he's actually Danish. So we'll give you that. You know, that's
Who's
a little
Danish?
bit.
Jorgensen? Oh, MK Skills.
MK is and Jorgensen is. So there's a
so he's
little
backing
bias
him
there.
because they're Danish. They're both Danish.
He said we got Lightning McQueen on our team right now. All right, guys, I would love to keep going through the banter. Let's watch the game. Come tap in with us on Instagram if you want to talk more. SHIT. I don't know what I just did there. Anyway, Alexis Janae on Instagram. You can find her. Me, you know it. Eat, Pray, Ball. Make sure you subscribe. Appreciate everybody who tapped in, everybody who came to the survey. We had a lot of people participating in the survey today, which we love to see. It's your Blue Ballers, always giving you what's new and
what's blue.
What's blue? It's us. We're going to be back not this Friday, but next Friday at a regular scheduled time. Fridays at 11 Pacific time. Up the Chels. 3-0 Chelsea today against Ajax. We going to see it. I'm going to be watching from the airport. I might stream a little bit. I might go live. We'll see. But let me go and catch my TSA is like, hey, lock this man up.
Right.
Let me go. Any player that you want to see absolutely do well today?
Well, let me look at this lineup. Who's playing again?
Oh yeah. Let me go. I just
got show me something. Show me something.
Facts. I want to see something. It's got to be. We saw it against England in the U21. We saw some industry. We saw you get in there. Gittins Bonanote is starting, so there we go. He's getting his time to shine. Like you said, Fernandez and Lavia, good. Caicedo's the only one I'm fine getting rest. Caicedo's the only one. Mark Guiu's getting a start. Esteval's going to play. It's going to be interesting.
Show me something, boys.
Wait a minute. No. Moy is playing right back. I just see it. It's saying Caicedo's. Oh, my God. What is Maresca doing?
No, that's why some, can we ever keep the game just simple?
Can we just keep the game simple, bruh?
People just play their positions?
Oh, my God. MK Skill says Arteta's not an overthinker. Well, why did it take him 8 years to sign a striker? I'll be here next time hating. Appreciate you, Reese James hater. We're out of here. I got to get out of here. I love this so much, Alexis. I don't want to leave, but I got to. I will see you guys next week. Next Friday, we got a lot of stuff. Wait, one more thing. Chelsea plays. We got Karabag in the next Champions League, but who do we have this weekend? Since we're not going to...
Sunderland. They're good.
We have Sunderland.
Good. Let's remember that. We
have Sunderland.
They're likely not getting relegated.
So maybe we're resting players against Ajax so we can go hard against Sunderland in the Prem because that's what we want.
If that's what we're doing, then sure. Just because Sunderland's in 7th place right now, they're not getting relegated.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get through Ajax and get our 6 points in the Champions League and then we'll worry about Sunderland. Alexis. We out. We'll see you next time, guys. Appreciate everybody tapped in. Thank you. We'll see you.